Thank you for the time given to me. I would like to explain for the material today about inference. Uh, what the definition inference? So, inference or inferences lexically means conclusion. In the field of discourse, the terms mean a process that must be carried over the readers to understand the meaning that literature not contained in the discourse expressed by the speaker or writer. In other words, the reader must be able to draw his own conclusion, although the meaning is not relieved explicitly. So, what the benefit of the inference? The benefit of inference, of making inference or conclusion, is that the reader can find out about meaning and purpose of the text. So, in here, uh, we have steps to make inference. There are five steps to make inference. For the first is read the source and identify the genres. The second is ask a question. The third is clue identification. The fourth is make and educate guess. Yes. And the last is explain and support your conclusion. That's all my explanation about definition, benefit, and step of inference. For the next speaker, time is yours.
Alright, the next our material is about the definition of fact. Facts are something that can be proven true by events or things that really happened. Facts are pieces of information that can be proven true by objective evidence. They are things that have really happened, or statements that are based on empirical evidence or research. The proof of a fact is usually based on reliable source, such as scientific research, mathematical formulas, eyewitness accounts, or events that have been documented. Facts are often contrasted with opinions or beliefs, which are subjective and can vary from person to person. For example, the fact that the Earth revolves around the Sun can be proven through scientific research and observation. This fact has been verified through centuries of scientific study and is accepted as true by the vast majority of people in the scientific community. So, overall, facts are essential to our understanding the world around us. They help us make informed decisions, solve problems, and develop new ideas and innovation. By relying on evidence and proof, we can be confident in our knowledge of the world and our ability to learn and grow. That's all my explanation. Thank you. Okay, the next our material is about the characteristic of fact. The characteristic of facts is, for the first is, the truth can be accounted for. The truth can be accounted for is a fact is a piece of information that can be supported by evidence and verified through objective means. It can be accounted for through research, experimentation, and observation. The second is not just an opinion. Not just an opinion is mean unlike opinions, which are subjective and can vary from person to person. Facts are objective and can be verified through empirical evidence. They are not based on personal belief or interpretations. The third is usually marked with a number, even a sentence. In many cases, facts are presented in quantitative forms, such as a number or percentage, to provide a more precise and accurate representation of the information. For the fourth is results. Facts often come from scientific or academic research, which is conducted to gather data and test hypotheses. Research results are usually based on a rigorous method and are subject to peer review and replication. The next is there are eyewitnesses. In some cases, facts can be established through eyewitness accounts or testimonies from people who have witnesses an event or experienced something firsthand. And the last is information comes from actual events. Facts are usually based on events or phenomena that have occurred in the real world and can be observed and measured. They are not based on hypothetical or imaginary scenario. So overall, the defining characteristic of a fact center around its variability, objectivity, and empirical basis. This feature ensures that a fact can be considered reliable, accurate, and trustworthy. That's all my explanation about characteristic of fact. That's all. Thank you.
Well, thank you for the time that you have given to me. Now I would like to continue to explain about types of fact, namely sentences of data, statements or confession sentences, and news sentences. Now I would like to explain one by one. In the first, sentences of data. Data sentence is a form of sentence that contains data to indicate a certain fact in the context of the sentence showing events. So, sentence of data, it means that shows a factual event in the context. The second is statements or confession sentences. Sentences of statements is a person enter a sentences that are fakes because they provide evidence or legitimacy of certain events that these things really happen. So, a statement or confession sentence, it means that person's statement or a response can be used as a fact because it can be provide factual information so that it is included in the types of fact. The last, namely new sentence. A new sentence one of the types of fact because they are carried over from the nature of the news itself, which must provide factual information, and in new sentence have elements, namely containing 5W plus 1H. Conclude what, where, when, who, why, and how. Next, I would like to explain about how to determine a fact. Namely, the first, since the composition or sentence structure. So, we can determine if the sentence is a fact or not by paying attention to the structure of the sentence. Is it complete and clear in providing certain information, namely through the POK sentence structure, whether it is filled with clear wording or not. The second is sing the chorus who conveys the sentence. So the sentence become a fact if solid and stated by the right person. For example, there is an incident. Then we can ask the incident to the victim and also the people who witnessed the incident firsthand. And the third, see the media or platform that contains the sentence. And the last, be skeptical and critical in consuming information. Well, that is my explanation about types of fact and how to determine fact sentences. Thank you.
Alright, now I want to continue what material for the opinion. For the first, definition. What is the definition of opinion? Opinion is a sentence or statement whose truth has not been or cannot be proven and is subjective. Opinions are usually the result of thought or feelings that are felt by the subject, not because of research or indeed there are events that occur. Let's continue about characteristic of opinion. There is four character. For the first, not the result of a study. Second, subjective. Third, usually cannot be proven. And the last, no eyewitnesses. And then let's move to the types of opinion. For the first, personal opinion, group opinion, public opinion, and the last is political opinion. Thank you.